This booties.
Like screaming outside the Mar-a-Lago. Get them out of there!
Get him out. Get standing with my ass.
He wears the butt flap facing the opposite direction, but that's just because he's
Oh.
boots. That's a tactical choice, he says.
Flap. He's wearing 1940s pajamas.
Those are just the 40s to him. All right, let's get moving. So the Fortune's favor has since disappeared, and the path has been routed with Crow at the helm. And for your piece, there is nothing else that really impedes your journey forward. I guess my only question would be, are you traveling north or south?
We are. Oh, like, are we going to try to go on the north end of White Cliff or
Yep.
the south end?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's have the Pale Lady do this.
Yeah,
You
I was
want
going to say,
the
I think
Pale
this is
Lady,
where we deploy
yeah,
her to do our recon.
Deploying probe. All right, perfect. In that case, without about a day out, you start seeing the massive form of White Cliff overhead, and true to its name, you see the peaks before you see the rest of the land. These kind of stoic white behemoths, kind of prickling and pointing up to the sky, and you know that you're a day's journey out from the cliff itself. And we can have the Pale Lady just dive into the water with this real cinematic flair, if that's what we want to do.
Honestly, I think that would really be it. Just
have a shot of like her in Rakote, and then she will just leap over the edge, and Fisher will look over the side dejectedly as she goes.
And there's a shot of her dropping into the water, hardly disturbing it, and then Fisher landing with her fucking
Belly flop, red belly. It's a fucking disaster.
he gets a pink belly from.
Yeah. In that case, Pale Lady, you are able to pass through the barricades, and there are massive ships the closer you get. They almost appear mountainous in themselves, and they only appear more so the closer you get to White Cliff. But as far down as you are, they pay you no mind. And I'd say from here on, it'd be a notice challenge to find these docks that you're looking for.
All right.
My thought is, before we get too far ahead, I'm guessing a challenge of 1. And then, depending on if you succeed with style, I'll give you, like, a good one or the best place to land.
Jeez. All right.
So, challenge of 1. You do have a potential to create advantages if you prefer to do that first. That's up to you.
Trying to think what I could create in with. I don't know if it's better than just trying to roll and buff that stat, because my notice is already a 2, and then my other 3, I don't really know that I could create an advantage with music medicine. I mean, I maybe could make an argument for will, that like I'm willing to like swim around a lot to make sure that I have located the best location.
What I would do is, if you would argue will, I think you'd be putting yourself in some pretty dangerous water. So what I would do is set a challenge for you to roll against. If you succeed, great. If not, you take a mild consequence, which would result in, just because of the mental stress that you put yourself getting through the Silk Road.
I already have a mild consequence.
Oh, well, fuck. So that's the risk. It would go into a moderate then.
Okay.
Are you attempting that? To steel yourself and delve deeper than you typically would?
Yeah, why not? Because I'm afraid I won't get 2 notice could really go wrong still. So I'll try to do that.
Okay, let's put the will challenge, since it is potentially deadly, at a 1.
I don't come back up. I don't surface.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna I will figure out what that means.
I mean,
I have something in mind.
do you?
Yes, I do. I have something in mind. So you can take that advantage that boost and never ask why. Just keep moving. Perfectly
And
fine. There's some
now I'm
narrative
tempted to
stuff.
fate point it, but
There's you do what you feel like.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to fate point that one because I
Okay.
don't know that I can fate point my notice, and whatever terrible thing is about to happen to me, I'm just going to mitigate that now.
Okay.
I'm
You're
going
gonna get
to
slimed.
tap the Sea's gift protects me from it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Easy sell. Okay. Perfect. In that case, you will completely eliminate the negative aspect that would have happened.
Whatever you wrote down, I just want you to cross it out.
Yep, it's all gone. And in which case you can roll your notice with a +2.
Great.
Very nice. Okay. So, it takes a bit of work. And I think with success, you will at least know about this post in Avery. Successful style would get you Roswin, which is a little bit more optimal.
Mhm.
But you would know that kind of passing under all these ships, you start pulling yourself closer inland. And you realize that there are less and less Tyburn ships here. And getting closer to this dock here, you see a complete ruin of a town, but kind of poking your head up, you see that the dock, for all of its warts, should still be serviceable. And secluded as it is behind kind of these rocky crags next to the town of Avery.
All right. Is there? I don't need to know the name. That's fine. Yep. So she will see that this is, with all of her effort, the best location she finds, because this is not a success with style. This is just a success.
Yep.
Right? Yes.
We're all very disappointed.
It's
Well,
it's
that's
still
why I fate pointed the will, because I don't really have one to fate point on the notice. So, after however long you think it takes to survey the island, whether that's half a day,
half a day. Yeah.
yeah, she will return to the ship, and there'll be some sort of hubbub on the deck as she climbs aboard, sopping wet, looking for you, Rakote.
But he's gone.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
His words resonated with him to the extent that he is back on board the pleasure cruise.
Well, okay.
Drowning his pleasures in absinthe.
Yeah, he's
Downy
easy.
dish tablets.
He's easy enough to find. Probably anxiously pacing the side of the ship.
I have returned.
And what did you find?
There is another port, further to the north, in a small city that has been not city, a small town that has been destroyed. It is serviceable, though not ideal. But the cliffs will provide us with some cover.
I'll say, very well. And he will turn to relay that to, he'll hobble to relay that to Crow.
I immediately steer into the cliff wall and kill us all.
Oh, okay.
Interesting choice.
Bold move.
All right, what's Dave got for his campaign?
Yeah.
Tired of this.
Skies of powder.
You already did
And
that.
it's going to be the same theme, and I don't want
Oh.
anybody to acknowledge it. Song slaps.
I mean, it does. It just doesn't need to be the same theme.
No, it's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Perfect. In that case, point your sails eastwards. You continue along the path that the lady had already tread for you. And because she was successful, you will be able to avoid Tyburn Eye here. Much of their force has been kind of focused on the north end of this island. And though there are some ships that patrol by, they do not immediately clock you as heading towards the town of Gildan. So if it is your wish, you will arrive in that location. Is that where you're heading?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. then very kind of meticulously, you are able to navigate through these inner channels and eventually arrive outside the town of Avery. It is about dusk when you do so.
Oh, did we rest, by the way?
Yeah, go ahead and get all your fate points. And
All right. And
and
if we had a
stress.
mending consequence, would that be gone?
Is it mild, moderate?
Moderate.
What was it?
Bruised ribs.
Do you remember when you got that? Oh, I think that was from the crab.
I think it was for the crab, yeah.
Not just yet. Next rest. You'll
Okay.
get rid of that.
All right, next rest. Can I retroactively too, Mac? Can I have you roll to reconcile? I also have a mild and a severe. If I can get one of those mending.
Yeah, I mean, if it's cool with Kane.
Yeah, please.
Nope.
Nope. No
That's
luck.
fine. That's what happened last time. I got raked across the rocks on the Isle of Rats, and I'm like, it's gonna
Oh,
be
Christ.
a part of my aspect at this point.
That
Just
shit's
my-
infected.
it's got gangrene. I'm not okay.
Dusty Bunnies, I don't know how to approach this, but you're not doing enough healing for the raid. Probably gonna need to replace you.
I just think that you're not really following the pattern very well.
You can
Can you guys stop fighting? Can we get some more DPS up front?
That was
just sounds
for
like
my
a
own.
robot.
All right.
So you can heal your own, I see.
Yeah, I can heal my own, just not your big ass problem.
Damn.
Yes.
Alright.
I mean, if I'm not alive, you guys don't survive. So
Let him know.
Was that her healing her own?
yeah.
Because it'd be 2 greater.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
that's
not.
right.
So you
I'm
actually
not.
can't.
I'm actually not mending myself. Never mind.
Okay.
You better
Um,
cook us up a doctor, Rakote.
there is actually. Well, I guess we can get into this now.
What?
So this is kind of hinting towards what Francis Hatter was mentioning before. Rakote, because of your contact skill, you can have up to 2 join you on land, and the members are listed below along with their skill they buff.
Oh.
I mean, Garrus and Rex is the only option.
Yeah, right.
Where's Garrison Rex?
Oh no,
Oh,
from
Dave,
Mass
how
Effect.
embarrassing. You didn't get the
Oh,
video
she
game
said
reference.
Garrus and Rex. I thought it was Garrison Rex, like that was the full name.
God, he's like
Not much of
40
a
years
gamer.
old.
Not much of a gamer.
Mass Effect.
Not much of a gamer.
Not much of a gamer to me.
I played it. I played the fucking HD remaster, whatever that one was.
I use the Kinect. That's how OG I am.
I used the Wii wheel. How embarrassing for me.
The Wii wheel. I'm using motion
Um,
controls.
What do we think, fellas? What skills are we lacking?
I hate to say it, but we should probably take the dog. We're gonna need to investigate things.
Yeah.
We
Fisher's coming.
we should take Fisher.
We have to find this woman.
Because we're gonna need to find her.
Yeah.
And this is like I said, totally me asking. I'm playing the captain. I don't have delusions of grandeur that I am the captain. I'm like, no, we're gonna take this. Like, what do you guys? Anybody want anything?
I like this interesting typo where the rule is at 0 you cannot be assigned a crew member, at 1 to 2 you can be assigned 1 crew member, and at 3 to 4 you can be assigned 1 crew member.
Yeah, that's a buff, dude.
This is a good
There you
system.
go.
One crew is my favorite rapper.
One.
He's
Which,
worth 2.
which of these members is voiced by Sean? Because I want that one.
That would be Patch.
Patch, yes.
Do we- Do we take Patch on that alone?
I really am just voicing an NPC in your campaign.
No, you are.
I'm
And
really
yet
just
no one
kind of
will let me
co-DMing a
be
little
the
bit.
Submariner.
Oh,
Well, Patch
Why
is...
do you think?
Come on, man.
What do you think the sticking
What do you
point on that
think?
is?
Everybody likes it too much, and they'd want me to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's
I
too
feel like
It's a
good.
good thing, right?
I feel like in the fucking Dark Souls purgatory that we're gonna play next, just for Declan, there's gonna be a point where, at the height of the most tension-filled moment, you're gonna come into like a fucking sunken sepulcher, and I'm gonna be like, "And who you find, Declan? Take it away, the Submariner."
Mhm.
Greetings. Welcome to my torture dungeon.
I will. Oh no!
Hello,
Wow.
Adam. How do you like my torture dungeon?
So we're definitely taking Fisher.
Yep.
Do we want to take? I almost think should we double up on Notice too, just to really cover our bases. I know they're two different skills, but do we have a strong Notice?
I don't have any.
We don't have a strong
have one.
notice, but we're on a island full of people that hate specifically you, so unless you tend to be particularly sneaky, maybe we would need Glenn Banks
I was gonna say fighter, good fighter
for the
physique.
1000th occasion, which I am one person fighting an army while Sean
Yeah, let's do
tries
Glenn
to
Banks.
get a Nutella out of the pantry in his side quest.
I have to use a dead body, alright? You have to kill him first.
He's gotta get the wrapper off.
How it works.
Sean gonna do that on the pantry. That one took a second. Yeah, let's do Glenn Banks and get somebody fighting alongside Crow.
Come back.
Great. Okay. Perfect.
This really is like being at the Mass Effect companion select screen, and you pick the snub-nosed dog and the guy who looks like his tongue is sticking out.
There will be a shot then of Glenn Banks and Fisher just kind of like standing on the deck, and then Glenn Banks will regard you, Rakote, as he says, what would be?
He just belches in your face. Captain.
And he just blows.
All right, Captain.
He will look at you and say, what was it?
Why they all have reverb?
Yeah.
Because it's good for you.
I guess so.
He will say, well, the cannon's not stocked. Was the floor not polished enough? Why are you dragging me into this one, Captain?
He'll say, because if it comes to blows, nobody on board has a stronger right hook.
He'll be like, you'd be right if I was fighting anyone with two legs, but this. Can't say I've ever fought this.
He'll say, you know, the bigger they are, the easier they are to get a hold of.
He will laugh a bit to himself, a bit despondently, and say, this looks like a three-man job at least. So we got me, we got him. And he'll point to Crow, and he's like, who's the lucky number 3?
He'll say, oh, Rostavan is very impressive with his flames.
That right. Okay, well, you can cook him up then.
Oh, boy.
Whatever the case, Captain, I have one thing in mind: getting you back here to the Anaphalis safely. This place looks like more trouble than that. We're leaving.
He'll turn at that and he'll say, yes. What was her name? Her name was Jessica.
Yes, it is Jessica Laurent.
Jessica Laurent on board.
Sure, preferably. You have any idea where we're supposed to start?
Well, we're here. We made it. So we're here in Spider Country.
Well, we're here, we made him, we're here, and here we are, and we're here.
Wherever you... Yeah.
'Cause
I'm here at Spider Pizza, checking out the web pizza pie.
the fuck?
All right, turn that down next time. Don't play that over me next time. Turn it off.
Stop!
She sure isn't here, I'll say, just kind of regarding the mess in front of you.
Man, are we? Yeah, this whole village is spidered over.
Cro's
Yeah,
just
it's a
going
disaster.
to walk through the crowd past Glenn's constant naysaying with Fisher on a rare, no, I will not do that. He'll let the pale lady guide Fisher helping the investigation. I decided I will not touch the beast.
Fisher is pulling at the bit. He wants so bad to get on land.
Oh, you gotta train him better than that.
Yeah, he shouldn't. You don't let him pull you around.
The pale lady obliges. She lets him disembark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bark, bark.
She lets
He
him
is
off the leash and he
over
gets
you.
lost again.
You are pulled forward immediately as Fisher begins sniffing the sand around your ship and just kind of pads and then eventually starts running along the shoreline for a few minutes. You follow him?
much.
Are you? Yeah. Okay. You see him run south for about 5 minutes. Then he runs north for the other 5. And then he just sets his butt down on the ground and howls up at the air for a minute before looking back at you.
I chase him around, kicking him until he settles down.
After he's got his wiggles out and has looked for whatever he's presumably looking for, the pale lady will just kind of be waiting, and she'll say, I am sorry it is not here, whatever it is you seek. We must go.
He will fall in line beside you.
Come then, Fisher.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. In that case, you guys can move forward at your own pace. It is roughly dusk. You have about 6 hours, or let's say, sorry, 5 hours of minimal light before night's on you.
Yeah. Is there like what is the road before us? Like, does it look like there's a road towards where civilization would be?
Yeah, so just kind of taking stock of where you're at, the town of Avery has the dock, and you're basically led out into that city. But looking further east, you see that there's kind of a winding path that seems to head up towards the mountains. And
Yeah.
then casting your glance over this lake here, you can see that there's plenty more townships in a larger kind of area north.
Okay. I imagine that's probably the direction that we go in then.
Okay, perfect. So the town of Avery, kind of bottlenecked as it is with cobwebs and kind of the implication of spiders. What is your approach?
Are there like any immediately that we can see, or we just see like the webs everywhere?
Currently, just webs.
You keep saying that word. Um, let's. I guess. Should we try to move stealthily? Like, could we do a group one or no?
Yeah, I would allow that.
No.
Okay. Maybe we'll do a group stealth then to try to see if we can move without disturbing the spiders.
Yeah, a group
Alleged.
stealth, he says. What is that? Mac is the one who can offer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Read him and sleep.
You step right in a spider egg.
The challenge was 2. You will succeed. So as you press forward through the town of Avery, there are plenty of channels and kind of side streets that you have to duck into, and you're grateful when you do. As you turn one particular corner and see a spider roughly 4 feet tall, just kind of like scuttling alongside one of the open ceilings of a nearby village roof. There's kind of like a moment where these eyes kind of regard your corner for a second. It scuttles forward, scuttles back, and then it hears a cry further down, kind of like a yowling, and it immediately takes off towards it. And that will be the success as you guys
Fisher.
have made it.
Scoops up
Bait.
Fisher right away, pulls it back.
Good Johnsonville sausage.
The branding. Today's sponsor.
There's always just this kind of like creaking of these old woods and these webs that are constantly routing your path in different directions. And it's actually that gets us into our next problem. As you start to turn and try to make your way further east, you realize that you're heading into denser and denser cobwebs. And the path ahead seems a bit treacherous, so you pass by the scouts and currently are now faced with lengths and lengths of sticky web that would attempt to ensnare you. What would your approach be?
Fire, obviously. Rostavan.
Wow.
God, that hurt.
Yeah, you hit the wrong guy.
Ah,
Sorry. Here, let me
Okay.
try again.
Ow, fuck. What are you? Ow.
I do feel like fire probably makes sense.
Yeah, I can burn this mother down.
Maybe just torches. Maybe we don't set the whole island
it's
on
on
fire.
No, it's gotta go.
what was it that led the spider away?
It seemed like a scream. Yeah, there it was. There it was. Walked right into it. That's a canonical sound effect now.
Fuck. Ugh.
God,
I gotta get mine set up. Fuck. Why do I not have that set up yet?
Oh shit! I forgot we had a problem in front of us. We have to solve.
We do.
Yeah, we gotta drive the spiders back. My thought is we each have fire torches. And we can, like, use that as an advantage to scare away spiders.
It would work. Probably.
All right then. What's
Okay, you guys gonna try to light the fires at Rostov? Is that who's leading this?
Of course.
Okay,
Of
challenge.
course, fucking.
I'll light the fires.
I'll do it.
For Rostov, it'll be a lore challenge of 2. Okay. Rostov, what happens is these lengths of web alight.
So we're making torches.
Yeah.
Okay. I will find branches and with bracing both hands on the branch, and then use my foot. I'll rip them off the trees, and then like I'm making something with cotton candy on the end. I'll swirl the webs around a few of these things, and then light them up. And pass them around.
Perfect.
Giant blunts. Let's fucking smoke it up for 20, baby.
Smoke it up.
So we're ready to get. We're about to have quite a trip through this fucking forest today. I fucking like
Smoke weed every day.
Everyone's like, wow, Rostavan, really good idea that you came up with.
That's right. That's right, baby. I go with the greatest fucking ideas, baby.
I have the ideas, man. You will, in that case, come away with a number of torches, and not only that, you will be able to clear away the web, which is kind of like there's a twang as each of these individual strands breaks away under the heat of your torch.
Can I, like, gather some of this web?
Yes, you will have to be careful when doing so. What skill would you use to gather it?
Let me see. I mean,
Just do a gathering roll.
I could make an argument for tailoring.
I would say either tailoring or burglary, so I will allow it.
Does it count toward my stunt as a natural?
Yes, it would.
Organic
Yeah.
matter?
Yes, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Right on. I want some for later for whatever I decide to do with it.
Okay. In that case, it is a challenge. Rashomon burnt parts of it. Are you trying to collect the burnt ends?
No, I was trying to get some of the
No?
like the night
Okay.
stuff.
So that's going to put you in a little bit more of a precarious position. Challenge of 2. Nice.
Got that sweet silk, that sweet spider milk.
Yeah.
Gross.
You can kind of wrap it over your hand, and there's moments where you feel like one wrong pluck would send it kind of this echo reverberating down the strand, but you have very daft handmanship, and you're able to pluck it out. And you come away with a length of spider silk. So you can put that on your sheet.
Speed ray silk.
That can be used to ensnare. It would set the physique challenge at a 3. Like if you apply it to a zone, there's a blockade challenge of 3 there.
Physique. Cool. Or if I use it for something else. All
Yep,
right,
or
great.
you can use it for something else. Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you. Yeah,
and
like all things, she just collects random trinkets and puts them on her person.
Perfect. In that case, you all begin to burn away, and you're collecting at the strands of spider silk. And as you do, the sun continues to set, and unfortunately, it is being blocked by these massive mountains, which is casting you in a premature night. Heading further and further in, you eventually see just masses of lumber and trees that have all been kind of like pulled together to form what almost appears to be a nest. And the path forward cuts kind of alongside of it. You're not going directly through the nest itself, but kind of a circuitous route. And step after step, you are finding your way around it. And it's kind of during this time when you're rounding one of the corners that, peering up at you, you see a massive beast of a spider, roughly 12 feet long. Its kind of eyes just holding you, and they're kind of red crimson orbs. And it's perfectly still. It just seems to be kind of waiting and sitting. And a few moments pass, and you realize that it's not currently moving towards you.
Oh, let's go say hi.
Do you continue on the path?
Yeah, that's a...
Okay. As you do, there are a number of screams further down in the pit near this giant creature, which are quickly hushed. And the spider just continues to look at you, kind of shifting its body as you do. You hear every time it shifts another kind of whelp or a scream. But just kind of like as it watches you leave, you see a number of other spiders kind of descend nearby this one. And
Scream. What kind of scream?
human scream, very human. Yeah, there it is.
Just like that.
There it is.
I didn't quite catch that. Can we hear it again?
Yeah.
Oh,
More distant.
Well, we are getting further away.
That's true. We are walking away.
And
getting weaker.
just as you are kind of cresting to the other side and reaching the door, you see that there are roughly 8 spiders behind you near this giant one that kind of rush forward and kind of snip behind you, and driving you forward.
Ooh.
And I think who would be kind of be Crow probably. Who would be
Yeah.
defending the group? I'm assuming, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Crow. These creatures lash out with a fight of 3. They're trying to kind of make a grab for your foot.
Am I on behalf of the group, or am I able to roll in a way as if like it was just me being attacked?
Either one. You could use the group rolls, or if you prefer, you can tap it into just your sheet.
These equal out to the same, so I guess I'm gonna go with the flavor of. All right. Okay.
Okay. There's just kind of a pinch on your foot for a moment, and it's dull. And then you realize it's kind of a swelling sensation, like a fire that kind of moves up your foot, so that 1 becomes a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But then
I'm gonna fate point that defense roll on Color's implements to put a hook through the thing that's about to bite into me and yank it off before I get poisoned.
Perfect. In which case, there is a moment where it seems like it is going to bite into you, and then you just come down hard, and the thing is split in two, and it has to kind of like move away. And there's a little bit of a wailing as the remaining 7 kind of give you some breath.
Gonna urge everybody to keep going.
Yeah. For every step you take, the spiders follow in kind. There's just kind of like a quick flight between the two of you, as step by step you make your way out of the town of Avery. And then roughly an hour later, you are on the other side of it.
Rakote's been bit, but no one can tell. With all his
Yeah, he's the
deformities.
guy that gets bit in the zombie movie, but he's
Yeah.
hiding it.
He
What do I
keeps
do?
lifting his shirt to check. He's
Yeah.
got so many pustules that you can't tell what happened to him.
What do I do?
Cigarette burns on his belly from who knows what. What
So-
the fuck was he doing?
I knew I knew I wasn't crazy. The Silk Road, is that near here, or does that go really far away?
No, the Silk Road is kind of near this.
'Cause
You'd
we
say-
do have a crow target here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. It's allegedly somewhere in here.
I think that might be where my wires got. I don't fucking know.
No, it's fine.
I don't know what crack I was smoking in the start of this session.
It's all good.
You don't smoke crack, you eat it in a bowl with milk.
Now he knows I'm not cool.
And as you continue moving forward and kind of put the town of Avery behind you, you see less and less spider silk. And instead you see up ahead, about 2 miles, a camp with a few torches kind of lit in the distance.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, cub. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Let's get to that cab right this second. We need to get to safety.
Better break the cap.
Cab.
Oh, God.
Cap's gonna be pretty good.
Why does he keep saying, oh God?
We're in the congested forest.
Oh God.
Do you head towards the camp?
Yeah.
No, I go
Okay,
back into the
perfect.
spider forest.
Yeah.
We've got
in
trappers.
that case, moving ever closer. Who's leading this group?
I mean, it could be me. I feel like it might. If Rostovan's got the fire, maybe he's out in front.
I guess so.
Okay.
I got-
Unless you
two
don't want to be.
torches.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll be in the front. That's fine. This is my thing.
I would say, okay, in that case, Rakote, notice challenge. You can pull the group if you want to, but I want you to be the one leading this then.
Yeah. Who has notice?
I have one notice.
I got one.
I do.
So you each have one.
Yes.
I've got 2 notice.
All right. So I just was making sure you each had it to pull from. So
Yep.
I'll roll with I'll roll.
Challenge
with,
a 1. Yep, challenge a 1.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Jesus.
Rakote, using the torchlight and kind of keying off of your group, you take a little bit of a wider path, and when you look down into this camp, you see that it is platooned by gold shirts. A few of them just kind of like stationed about, all of them facing southwest towards Avery, and currently unaware of you.
Okay. And gold shirts are probably in bed with Tyburn.
It's a question.
What would I roll to determine that?
Context challenge of 2.
Context challenge of 2. I'm just gonna keep succeeding by 1.
They, in a case like this, Tyburn sees them as just kind of the police to the FBI. They're just kind of a secondary, tertiary force who would only get in the way. So typically, in a situation like this where they completely blockaded, Tyburn would just have them maintain the peace, and that's about it. Whereas any real delicate work would be handled by Tyburn's official agents.
All right. I feel tempted to pass them up.
Okay.
I mean, I certainly can't ask them any questions because I don't want them to be like, yeah, just gonna go looking for this lady. So I think we will not stop at camp.
Okay. And that, again, just to remind you, it is getting late in the night. Which is fine, but I just don't want to, like, gotcha. Like, it is...
Is there a nighttime spider fight mechanic, or?
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe we do stop at camp.
It's up to you. I'm not...
He said
this
maybe,
is not a
it's probably
bully
not.
thing. Yeah, probably not.
No, we'll
Probably
stay.
not.
I don't want to. I'm not. We're gonna get eaten by spiders. We'll stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, without saying anything, I roll up beside them and start unrolling a sleeping bag.
Yeah, what,
Let me get my CPAP machine. Yeah. So we approached torches akimbo.
You're gonna go to it? Okay. Gotcha.
It's
Roll
like he's gonna
athletics.
fucking do it.
No. In that case, not making yourselves apparent and walking down the prime path. There'll kind of be a moment as the torches readjust themselves in your direction, and one of the gold shirts will call out, "Who are you?"
He'll call back. Jesus
spiders.
Christ. Spiders, you should run. He'll just call back. A captain and his crew seeking refuge from the spiders.
But that's not all you're looking for, is it? She didn't make it past us. You're wasting your time. But if it's a fire you want, we'd have you. Come on.
The fire
Not gonna
you'll
send
get.
you-
Take this!
She didn't make it hold on, she didn't make it past this. What did he mean by that?
She did make it past them. You saw through it. He seems to think that you're looking for someone, and this is not the first time he's had to tell people to stop heading southwest. This is like a tired refrain. Like, oh my God, she's not southwest. Just
Listen,
stop.
buddy, she's not here, and to be honest, she was just a prostitute. She didn't love
Yeah.
you.
I didn't love her. I didn't tell her I loved her.
You can tell there's kind of a resentment.
So is the implication that she is back this way, or that she's up ahead?
That this woman, whoever she is, did not make it towards Avery.
Okay. But
Blockgate's kind of here, and he's saying, hey, she didn't make it this far south. You're wasting your time.
But he was lying. She did make it this far south.
No, she did not. He seems to think that's the truth.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
So he believes that she is not this way.
Yep. Whoever she is.
Cool. She. It's his
God,
wife.
I should call her.
I should call her.
God.
What do you think she's doing?
I'm not going to turn you out at nightfall, he says.
He says,
She would.
well, it's very much appreciated because the horrors we've seen already. He says, I barely think I'll be able to sleep.
What are you... Did you already go through Avery?
Am I in trouble?
Yes.
Have I been a bad boy?
Want me to have gone through Avery? Bad boy.
You'd like to punish the bad
Do
boy?
you like stinky feet?
God.
Can we not do this here?
He opens his flint flap.
Gupte's butt flap is facing the wrong way. Yeah. He'll say, by the will of the largest spider I've ever seen.
You've You might be the luckiest man I've ever met, honestly, truly.
You
Never mind
haven't
how
seen
you
me in the light.
You might be lucky. So yeah, so the fire's here.
He will say, and that's a story I want to hear. Please, join me. Name's Warren.
Like the warrant I have out for your arrest.
Name's Warren. This guy's name, Buffett.
Music superstar.
Glenn's always
respect her.
unintentionally naming pears after things.
Yeah, Rakote will he'll come, he'll look to the crew, and he'll approach, he'll meander over to the camp.
Yeah, it's kind of over in this direction. He will
Okay.
let you in, and you will see a platoon of about 12 gold shirts all around a large pot that has already been stewing for some time. You're welcome to whatever meal we have. It's gotten better ever since Tyburn settled in.
Oh, I'm sure. Nobody imports like Tyburn.
Yeah, they just think it'll make us like them. It doesn't. No, I know, says Warren.
I know, calm down.
Easy to say with a full stomach, though, ain't it? And another man will just kind of like hit him in the shoulder, the man who originally complained.
Fuck up, shut.
Sorry, we didn't expect anyone. But now that they're here, I expect everyone to be on proper behavior. Let's show these people what gold shirts are, huh? And they will kind of stiff it up a bit. A few of them will righten themselves. One man will even kind of like lean forward in his cot.
Y'all hear that? No grab assing.
Quit grab assing back there.
And Warren will just kind of laugh and say, "You must be desperate. Go all the way through Avery. I know it's a king's ransom, but still."
He'll say, this is the second time now I'm hearing of this. Is there a bounty?
He's gonna do an empathy check on you. Empathy of 1.
Oh boy. Just made it.
He stares at you for a minute, and then he just begins laughing immediately. You'd have to be in the lighthouse not to hear about it. Yeah, yeah, there's a bounty.
He'll say, oh. So I imagine you've got all sorts then, looking for whoever it is.
Me, no. No, we keep the line here between us and Avery. But the people up north, oh yeah, you'll find all sorts.
I want to try to roll rapport. I would like for him to have. I want to create the aspect loose lips.
Okay, yeah.
I want him to give us some very helpful information. What challenge would I be looking at here?
Challenge of 1.
Challenge of 1.
Okay. Currently, he's gonna just kind of pass off. He's not gonna turn you out or anything, but not really get much.
I'm gonna tap for better or worse to make a lasting impression, if I may.
Yeah, perfect.
And as I sit down and reach for a cup of whatever they've got, whatever awful sea monster meat and beans they've got cooking, he'll just say, God, what was the last thing that he said?
There's all kinds. You'll meet up north.
He'll say, well, I've got all kinds on my crew here with me. And he'll, as he sort of makes himself comfortable, will say, we've got all night. Go on. What have you seen? I'm sure there's some heroic sorts that think they're going to be the one to save the day.
Oh, to catch Jessica Laurent, you believe it. Miners turned headhunters. Better at picking rocks than finding runaway girls, I'll tell you that much.
They think they can find a vein of ore in the mountainside. They think they can find a person.
Yeah, well, they haven't had any luck thus far. And he'll just kind of lean forward and say, but the money they're paying, I don't blame them. If I wasn't stationed, if it wasn't desertion, hell, I'd be up there. And he would say the amount. It's basically it would pay each of you out 15 crowns a person
Jesus Christ.
if she were turned over. So I think that roughly translates to like, let's just say 75 crowns for effect.
Could buy
Sure.
a lot of cocaine with that.
You really could. He'll say, for that sort of money, what did she do to provoke Tyburn?
That is the one thing they won't tell us. They're real precious about it. They got these 2 headhunters. One name's Trent. Hey, what's the other one called? Eliza, scary girl. Yeah, all dressed in white, sickle in her hand. She's a weird sort. But that's Tyburn. If they're here, it's because they can do the job. And he'll just kind of lean forward and say, I wouldn't give her more than a week. They've already torn down the west end of this island. They're already working on the east. There's only so many holes left to hide on.
He'll say, and how are they sure she hasn't already been taken apart by the spiders?
I know, says one of the men behind you. He kind of leans forward and says, she's dead, through and through. If they find her, it's going to be pieces, not a whole woman. How much do you think that'll be worth? Have some decorum, says another man. But they just settle back.
I wanna entertain this guy. Is there any way that I could know what Tiber intends to do when they get like part of something?
Oh yeah, context challenge of 1.
Okay.
You'd be looking at half rewards.
Half rewards. God. I need to be better about calling out because I want to fucking create an advantage to provoke them to go fucking clear out that spider nest. Rakote will he'll drop the figure of what it would be. And he'll say, if they get half of what they want, they give you half of what they offered. The mark of a good negotiator.
Well, half is still a lot. More than I make.
He'll say, more than most of us do these days. And he'll say, the spider we encountered on the way here, the large one I mentioned, seemed to have made a home filled with, I'll say, less than fortunate souls. I wonder if she's among their ranks.
That's why I called you lucky. And if she is, down there, she's already gone. That's over and done with.
I'll say, he's gonna kind of put his hands on his knees and he'll say, how would we even know to identify the body? Is there anything? He goes, do you have a picture of her or any characteristics? The smell of her perfume.
He'll kind of put up a hand and say, yeah, they were handing out photos. And he'll kind of push it towards you a bit and say, can't imagine there's many places a pregnant woman like that can hide.
Oh god, she's pregnant.
Yeah, she'll be moving heavy, all right.
Now, what will they pay for a full human but who is smaller than the expected target?
That one would probably be worth 50 crowns apiece.
Interesting.
Said that one was a few months old.